Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Washington.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Its first time out of the half. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker in Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys can go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
Finds a man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the
big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Looking to get it in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Cyclones have it in scoring position on first and goal. Defense in press coverage. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Green. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making the play, forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows when to bring it. Out of the shotgun on third down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. Swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Gets open down the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Washington wants to go quickly. Finds a little space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Powers through the defender. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. At the 45, on his way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Cyclones are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Lee. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Valentine.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Washington right back to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Big ball dive to haul that one in. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Dampier. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarter...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they'd hoped for.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet. And you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Husky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat, turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And the Cyclones, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Washington wants to go quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their feet.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it inside the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Touchdown, Huskies! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Green. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Washington right back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. Trying to beat the D deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. The screen, he's got wheels. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The screen, and watch out. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you've got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Dampier. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football.
He'll take the deep shot. Got it in stride at the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he added the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Get it out on the screen. Fights off a defender. There he goes. Another broken tackle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Now on first down from the 40. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Makes the catch. It's Harris. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more special.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quickly complete. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here for